4 interviews, minimum. What's going to happen at the 4 interviews? One of those interviews you ain't going to be at. That is very important. So for me at this process, if we're hiring a senior person, my team are going to do the first interviews, make sure they're really good. I'm going to come in on the second interview. Then on the third interview, about 30% of the time, we've changed our mind. And we were sure on interview 1 that this was a great hire. By the third interview, we've seen some cracks starting to appear. The fourth interview is the presentation. Those of you that work for me for a while know this. That presentation to us from them on how they're going to deliver our 5-year business plan or our vision for this business. So the next manager, you're going to say to them, right, we want to achieve this, this and this, and this, this and this. How are you going to achieve that? I'd like you to do a presentation to us. And within that presentation, we're going to have maybe like a non-exec person, so a person that's not directly involved day to day in the business. So that could be someone like me, your accountant, or another business owner friend that you trust that can sit there and go, well, hang on a sec, what about this and this? Have you thought about this and this? So the 4 interview process is how we really get great managers. And this presentation to the business on how they're going to deliver what you want is gold dust. Because the way they prepare for that and put the effort into that will show us the signs of their management style into our business. Like, don't tell them there's a projector or a flip chart available. Do they ask, oh, will you have a projector for us? How do they hand out the printouts? How do they inspire you to want to have them as the management for your business? We're talking about high-level managers here. We're not talking about supervisors and deputy managers. We're not going to ask someone that works on our coffee counter to say, just do a presentation on how this latte will look, please. You know, oh, it's only my first job. I just left school a week ago. So we're talking about senior level management here. Senior level management, the game changers in our business. And basically, when we're recruiting, we all think we're going on a selection process, but we're not, are we, gang? We're going on a deselection process. So I like to call it X Factor recruitment. Britain's Got Talent recruitment. Tons and tons of people recruiting. You do group interviews first of all, and then you go to boot camp, and we're wheedling out, we're deselecting. What we really want is we want them to deselect us as employers and us to deselect them as employees. So it's working in unison. They should be able to deselect us. That's why it's great when you're recruiting senior people to do group interviews, like run it like a seminar. So, you know, if you're recruiting someone that's like a salesperson, you need to get 10 salespeople, tell them the vision of the company, do a situation like this. This is what we're looking for. And in fact, we'll employ you all if you're really great, especially if it's a salesperson. And throughout the process, they're going to show you how to do it. We've made some videos on this. Go and check it out on our channel. So we're going through a deselection, not a selection process. And this is working both ways. We want them to deselect us. We want them to know at interview, I don't like this bloke. This is way too much entrepreneurialism for me. Or it's too corporate for me, or it's too relaxed for me, or it's too high energy for me. We want them to understand how we operate. Because some people fit better into a corporate structure, some people fit better into an entrepreneurial structure. And so we want them to be able to deselect us. So an attractive salary only gets someone for so long, and then time freedom will always trump that. I mean, I know someone that was earning big money up in London. She reduced down to 25 grand just so she could work around her kids, and she just wanted something to do. She took a 6-figure pay cut because she wanted time freedom, and time will always trump money when it eventually. Not in the initial, I mean, it's lust, isn't it, money, eventually, and then you realise that love is more important sometimes. So there's that. So with management, yeah, I try and headhunt outside of management and always think about looking out of industry. So if I was in John's business and I wanted to bring in a manager for an accountancy practice, I would sometimes probably look out of industry for that. I would look to really good quality. I mean, hey, I would love to employ a general manager of a McDonald's because they're going to be so organised and stringent and processed. I would want to invest that into my business. You know, McDonald's is one of my favourite companies in terms of how they operate around the world, how they're so consistent, how they've, you know, been you know, people have hammered them for their bad menus, and they've innovated. They put salads. You can bloody have a kids menu now with carrot sticks. I mean, you know, they've innovated the product so much. You can get fruit bags there. They wouldn't have done that. They're the first to put self-serve in. All the reds and yellows, they've now made their brand look natural with colours and stuff. They're always the first to innovate and do stuff. And I think we can learn a lot from McDonald's. We don't have to eat there. I'm just saying there's a lot we can learn from them as a business model. Especially that they love property as well, and that's why I also really like them. So looking out of industry is always, I think we always tend to look for skill set over attitude as business owners. You know, like if you're employing an FD, yeah, I get that these people need to have certain numbers after their name. You can't just employ an artist to run your accounts. You know, they've got to have a certain, you know, amount of skill set, but really you should be looking at the attitude over the skill set, then see if the skill set's there. And that's the problem with management. You can get the lust of a great CV. I've done 5 years here within your industry. I've done 7 years here within your industry. I can take your pain away. And yeah, you probably could take it away temporarily. Temporarily, you might be able to take it away for me. But your attitude's then going to get right on my nerves. And then I've got to manage your attitude, and that's going to bring me down. And don't forget as well, it doesn't always have to be about money. Time trumps money. You can get some great people. If you can say to them, if you want to leave early, come later. If you want to work of evening, if you can give time freedom to people, you can get so many good, all my senior people, I don't know when they go on holiday, when they come in, when they leave, we manage on output, not input. And that's a bit of a struggle for a lot of people to get their heads around that. They want to manage on input. Just say, look, you do what you like as long as the job's done. And we have removed those privileges from some people as well.